All right, Mr. Nelson, now we're doing Unit 2, Assignment 7. It's just basically asking us to, the first problem is basically just asking us to find the minimum tension force, which we know is to just be the gravitational force plus the centripetal force. In order to find the gravitational force, we just use F equals m times g, F being the final force, the final gravitational force, and m being the mass, and g being gravity. So we set the mass of the performer being 90 kilograms times gravity to find the gravitational force of 882.9. And to find the centripetal force, we take the mass again of the performer times the speed of the determined speed of how much they were swinging, which is 8.2, which is given, and then we use how long the vine was for the R, and we put that on our calculators. We find out to be 504.3, and then we just add it together to find the minimum gravitational force of 1,387.2 newtons, which is the answer right there. Next is number 2, where a child swings from a swing supported by two chains being important because it automatically tells me that I need to multiply the each chain by 2, so it would be 422 times 2, which is 844, which actually can already give us the answer for this one because it says moving upwards, and we know that that's how force works, so we can instantly find that one, which is 844. To go back to problem A, we know that each chain is 2.98 meters long, and in order to find the tension at its lowest force, we just use F equals. We have to add together we have to use both centripetal and gravitational force. So to start off, we take the mass of the child times gravity to find the gravitational force of 343.35, and then in order to find and then we just subtract that when we find the minimum tension force of we take the supported by the two chains, which we already know is 844. We just subtract that from that number to get 507 to get the total tension force, but that's not what it's asking. It's asking for the child's speed at the lowest point. Since we don't know the speed, we have to rearrange one of the equations. We have to rearrange We have to rearrange the centripetal force equation. So since we already know what the total tension force was, we can rearrange the equation to find that the speed equals the however meter long the chain is times the total tension force divided by the mass of the child, and then all of that will be square rooted. So once we sort it out like this, the equation ends up looking like this, and we end up finding that the child's speed is 6.55 meters per second, which we see was the correct answer here. And I already answered the problem for B, which we could just multiply.